Our sourcing begins with partnerships with local farmers for fish handling, and waste collection centers ensure a steady supply. Flatbed trucks transport coconut shells from rural collection points to factory for contamination to maintain quality. At collection points, tractors and workers load coconut shells in to prevent contamination. The trucks then transport the shells to the factory. The conveyor belt moves the shells steadily. We use tools to sort out the waste. The blower separates them. Sensors identify foreign materials like stones and metals in the sea from the line.
We follow strict protocols to protect our team.
Rejected shells and contaminants move along a conveyor belt, a vibrating screen from shred and composted, creating a useful byproduct.
At the sorting stage, we visually check raw cocoa moisture, then meter for a quick, accurate estimate. This shows the moisture percentage.
Rejected coconut shells and contaminants are removed from the sorting line. They are then shredded and transformed into valuable compost.
At sorting, we assess moisture in raw shells for quality. A quick method is this meter. Press the probe and it gives a reading in seconds.
Checkpoint checking for cracks and mold. Document any discrepancies on the form.
Crack here. Initiating return proceed. We inspect every shell here. Let's check this one. See this discoloration? We log it on the form. Then we reject it. This prevents downstream issues.
High-pressure jets blast shells on the conveyor, dislodging debris.
The water recycling system works very efficiently.
Coconut shells are fed steadily into the system. They undergo a 4-minute wash to remove stubborn dirt. Controlled water pressure ensures thorough cleaning without damage. Coconut shells are fed into the washing system on a conveyor belt. High-pressure dirt and residues, pressure and flow are precisely controlled.
This one's got fibers stuck. Rewash. Right. This shell is cracked. Discard.
Okay, this batch is clear.
This one has some dirt spots. Check for cracks. Shell is intact. It can go for rewashing. Next.
Always wear protective gear before handling equipment. After use, wipe all surfaces to prevent contamination. Finally, inspect and lubricate moving parts. High moisture in coconut shells hinders carbonization, wasting energy. Reducing it below 10% ensures efficient, high-quality charcoal. The dried shells travel on a conveyor, then are deposited into sealed, moisture-proof containers to prevent recontamination. Dried coconut shells are loaded into the feed hopper, agitator feeding the rotary conveyor. This ensures a continuous, efficient process. For dried coconut shells, jaw crushers provide initial crystal compressive bray pieces. Hammer mills and tempesto hardships. Rotor speed set between 1500. This achieves 2 to 5 tons per hour, minimizing energy use. Uniform particle size is crucial for efficient heat transfer and consistent chemical reactions during carbonization and activation. After crushing, materials are screened to separate them by size. Vibrating screens and rotary sieves grade the particles. Oversizes at the crusher and screener, dust collection hoods capture particles. Drawing bags trap the dust, releasing clean air and protecting workers. At the crushing stage, water sprays are used to suppress dust. Vibrating screeners are enclosed, and dust is collected by HEPA filters. Real-time monitoring of particle size and system efficiency ensures consistent product quality. Automated adjustment possibilities. Uniform particle size in crushed coconut shell is crucial in a reaction shot. It ensures even the final product. This furnace carbonizes coconut shells by heating them in an oxygen-limited environment. Electric heating elements raise the temperature of the coconut shells. Temperature sensors monitor the heat, allowing the control unit to maintain.
The carbonization of coconut shells can take hours. Adjusting for char quality also changes duration.
Crushed coconut shells are fed evenly onto a conveyor belt. This ensures consistent heating and distributing the load unitization.
During carbonization, coconut shells release volatile gases. A gas capture system treats these emissions, minimizing pollution and recovering byproduct.
Carbonization releases volatile gases. To minimize impact, their byproducts are then treated with coconut soap peroxidants. Coconut shells are activated physically with high-temperature steam or chemically with agents like phosphoric acid or potassium hydroxide. The choice depends on the desired properties. First, the carbonized sieving to urine particles. Finally, a wash pre-treatment removes impurities for better activation. Steam is introduced into the furnace, which coconut shells are exposed for a controlled time, developing a porous structure. Coconut shell carbon is soaked in 50% phosphoric acid for 24 hours. Then, it's heated to 500 degrees Celsius to activate the carbon. Activation develops pores, increasing surface area and removing volatiles. This transforms coconut shells into high-capacity activated carbon.
Always wear gloves, goggles, and a respirator when handling hazardous material. Place the material in a sealed vessel inside the fume hood to contain vapors.
The system monitors temperature and chemical concentration. Precise control of reaction time ensures consistent coconut product quality.
Spread the hot carbon to cool it. Rake it to release heat. Now, quench it to remove impurities.
This system washes coconut shell activated carbon to remove impurities. Multiple cycles ensure purity. Conveyations filled with inert gas. This prevents oxidation and preserves the porous structure essential for its effectiveness. First, we rinse the carbon to remove surface impurities. Next, an acid wash dissolves any remaining contaminants. Finally, we neutralize the acid, leaving pure carbon.
We treat and recycle wash water to ensure environmental compliance. This allows for sustainable water use in our coconut facility. Washing removes the shell fragments and impurities. The final test confirms the carbon's purity.
Use a clean scoop to transfer the washed carbon, avoiding contamination. Store in a sealed container to prevent moisture absorption before drying.
Always wear full PPE when cooling and washing coconuts. Handle acidic solutions carefully to avoid burns. Know your emergency shower and eye wash station.
Recording cooling temperature and wash pH.
For coconut shell activated carbon, rotary dryers use a rotating drum to ensure you're eating the carbon tumbling. For coconut-based activated carbon, optimal drying balances moisture removal and quality. Use 100 to... During drying, inline sensors provide real-time moisture readings. Periodic sampling is also used to verify the final moisture content. Preventing overheating during drying is crucial to avoid structural damage or loss of absorption capacity in the activated carbon. Coconut-based activated carbon is sieved for size uniformity. Vibrating screens remove fines and oversized granules. First, optimizing mesh size separates particles. Next, it improves distribution. Finally, controlling feed rate ensures consistent results. During drying, we sample the coconut for moisture content to ensure consistency. Next, sieving separates analyzed particle size for compliance. Activated carbon from coconut shells is tested using bed analysis for surface high value, critical for performance in filtration energy storage. First, ash content is measured by heating the carbon to remove impurities. Next, the moisture level is determined, and finally, to ensure suitability in a desiccator. We use BTN analysis. For cocovolent-based activated carbon, high surface area is crucial performance. To ensure safety, we test coconut-based carbon for microbes. Using a sterile swab, we sample the granules. Then we incubate the sample to check for bacteria or fungi. Certification begins with lab tests, ensuring compliance with audits and third-party verifications confirm the product's quality and safety. Coconut-based activated carbon undergoes the tumbler test, simulates handling stresses. Shatter and abrasion tests confirm high durability. Coconuts are harvested and scanned, recording initial batch data. The system logs test results and certifications. Documents are generated, ensuring full traceability. Quality testing feedback informs continuous improvement, leading to adjustments in raw material selection, such as coke. To protect activated carbon from humidity, select packaging with superior multi-layer bags and foil pouches are effective for coconut shell carbon. Humidity is kept at 45% and temperature at 22°. This ensures the coconut product stays dry during filling and sealing. For coconut packaging, we use heat vacuum sealing to create an airtight, preventing contamination and moisture. This ensures freshness and quality. To keep the coconut dry during shipping, a desiccant packet is added. This absorbs moisture, protecting it inside the sealed package. First, a batch number is applied for product tracing. Next, the production date ensures freshness records. Finally, certifications and handling labels confirm compliance. Seal integrity test, no leaks. Visual inspection, minor wrapper defect detected. These bags of coconut-based activated carbon in indoor system track stock and distribution. This facility stores coconut shell activated carbon in a climate-controlled environment. Sensors and dehumidifiers maintain optimal conditions. We use barcode scanning and real-time tracking for efficient inventory management. This scan instantly updates stock levels and shelf life, like for these coconuts. Always lift with your knees, not your back, to avoid damaging the sacks. Place it gently and align it securely on the pallet. In the climate-controlled facility, maintain temperature, protect coconut-based carbon from moisture. Handle bags with care to prevent tears and contamination during movement. Carefully lifting the pallet to prevent bag damage. Scanning the batch for real-time inventory update. Placing on the rack in the climate-controlled zone.
Handle coconuts and decontamination. Use a pallet jack for safe transport. Stack carefully on shelves to maintain integrity.
Strategic distribution planning involves selecting optimal transportation routes, delivery schedules, and ensure timely and effective delivery.
Stack them evenly to balance the load. Got it. Now the tarp for protection.
GPS tracking and fleet management software. If a delay occurs, the system alerts us, allowing for proactive rerouting.
Delivery confirmed. Ready for returns?
Yes, one item is damaged. Can I return it?
Got it. I'll log the return and complaint.
If you found this factory fascinating, don't forget to like this video, subscribe and share for more eco-friendly technology.